Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. And this morning's update, yes, it's bearish across the market, but I am in a very good mood because we have anticipated this move. Even if it's bearish and I start to see the prices move in a direction, as long as it's moving the way that I anticipated, I feel pretty good about it. As we can see, this formation starting to break down. I don't think this is any surprise to anybody, only because if we take a look at this from the other perspective here, from this chart, we knew we were breaking down, and we knew that it looked like we were starting to fall outside. Now, the interesting part about this is that this doesn't have to break all the way down to 45. It doesn't. This is just the longer pattern that started in March, so that's one that we have to pay attention to. But first, what we're going to look at is right here. So I warned yesterday about if we fell outside this pattern, that we're looking at about 11%, just over 11% drop to 53 cents. Right now, we did come down to 578. And right now, if we tried once to come back, couldn't do it. If we come back up here and cannot get past that 60, because on the way back up, this uptrending support goes up a little bit. If we can't break back above 608, this is very bearish, and this is signaling an 11% drop. Right now, we've signaled 11% drop. We need to confirm it now with this back test. If this back test confirmed, it's all but set in stone already. Even if it continues down now, the only way to avoid this 11.4% drop in totality down to 53 cents is now to get back over that 60.8 cents. We put ourselves in a bind. We're very close to, we haven't invalidated yet, but we're very close with movement if we were to break down again to invalidate this, if it breaks down. Now, what could have happened here, and this is definitely something to pay attention to, is this pattern could have showed its true self. And what I mean by that is if we have this uptrend right here, it very well could be something like this now, and we just didn't know it until this came down. So basically, what it's created here for us, and I want everybody to see the expansion zone now, because that's your plus minus now. If it breaks below that, it's guaranteed to go to 53 cents. This is your one chance right now for XRP to bounce back. It's the one chance right now for XRP to live off of this and not continuing breakdown. This is what I always talk about when you get into an expansion zone. This is what I mean. Unfortunately, from the top side, this is to the bottom side now. I like the expansion zone a lot of times at the top side when you're doing a swing trade or yada, yada, yada. This time it's a move back to the bottom. That downtrending support right now on this move is critical. Absolutely critical. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It's very, very critical. And for everybody watching this morning, it is very urgent that you understand right now, 58 cents, that 57.9 cents is the extension now. If it breaks 57.9, it's over. It's going to come down to 53 cents. The pattern's not over, but the short-term momentum is lost. And I don't necessarily know if it's going to hold at 53 cents. If it comes down there personally, because 50 cents is just a hop, skip, and a jump down there, and we all know that's the handle support. But I tried to front run this move for everybody. And I came on yesterday morning, got about 1,600 views, which is beautiful to see. I said XRP holders warning, XRP minus 11.2% likely if we lose 60.2 cents. Retail flees, but whales buy. So I was trying to show everybody what that entailed. And the crazy part about this is during this drop, XRP skyrockets 80% in volume amid 400 million crypto bloodbath. So even though we are looking bearish, there was a volume surge of 80% with XRP, albeit some of it was sell volume, but we're going to get through that in the finer details here as we get going. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. By you hitting that like button, YouTube recommends this update. That means when newer viewers or older viewers alike are searching through their feed, my information, my content, my channel pops up. So when somebody's scrolling to see what they're going to watch today before work or while they're at work or at home, you're taking care of the kids, if you hit that like button, YouTube's recommending this update, They are seeing it in the scroll, so a new viewer is going to find us for the first time. They certainly couldn't find us before if we didn't hit that like button. And the older viewers might still be searching, but I'm not popping up through their algorithm, which means I'm not being recommended. We can all do a great part in helping with that. And with Bitcoin, we're down 3,539 points. I think everybody who's watching this show is very understanding of what's going on here. We talked yesterday, if it didn't break up to the top, that was our chance. Is if Bitcoin was holding like this and was going to push up. That was our one chance to bounce off that uptrend if it was actually going to play out. It didn't even hold. And now we know the technical target down is 60,600 if it continues down. I'm going to be very clear about this. That is a very interesting dilemma we're in right now, because that very well could have pulled that M topping reversal finally. It didn't go all the way up to 73,700. In fact, it did the technical target back down to support, and then it broke the support. So now this becomes very, very interesting. This we can delete because it's already broke down that uptrend, which we suspected it probably would. That didn't happen. That already happened. Don't need to watch this. This, we are now going to have a different structure, so that's invalidated. So all of that upward momentum is invalidated right now. The inverted head and shoulders has not been invalidated, ironically. But if it comes down below 60,600 or even comes down to there, it's invalidated. Now what we have to worry about with Bitcoin is what we talked about when it came back up here. Did we create a bigger M topping reversal? And I know it didn't come all the way up, but that's still an M. Doesn't need to come all the way up. Instead of having just this little, now it's got the actual M. Now if it wants to do it, now we're in some trouble. If it does something like that, you could have a big breakdown. Big. Gotta hold this. Last stand, gotta hold that broadening wedge support. It used to be resistance. You gotta hold this support now at 58K. So get ready for a little bit of noise here. If this continues down, I'm being very transparent, because to me, the greater thing than having a bunch of viewers and being the most popular person on YouTube is being the most respected and having the most integrity. So what that means to me is I love my audience of 21,200. I know we could have an audience of 50,000 if I gave out FUD and unrealistic targets and made everybody's emotions mentally happy every day. But I'm proud of the fact we have 21,200 subscribers and I'm putting out the truth. I'm not lying to anybody. In fact, even when it gets bad, I front run this stuff. So this is what we're paying attention to right now. XRP, as we can see even on this chart, a breakdown here in confirmation. This is the XRP Bitcoin pairing. With confirmation, the technical target here was 0 all the way to 816. But we talked about how the fact that even if XRP would have broken up, and this has been expanded, we can see the true pattern here. We were speculating before. We can see the actual pattern now. It's not, there's no secret here. What the hell is going on here? And sometimes when you're guessing, it makes you think that a pattern's broken down, but it gave us the last layer here. So this pattern technically hasn't broken down. And honestly, what it's igniting us, this is telling us we're on a bull flag in the XRP Bitcoin pairing. We probably will come back up here to 946. But like I said yesterday, and the day before, just because XRP Bitcoin pairing is going up, that simply could just mean that Bitcoin's falling faster than XRP, and that's exactly what's happening today. XRP, just because the pairing's up by, what was it, 2 point... Let me put this back up here, deleted on accident. The XRP Bitcoin pairing, XRP's up 1.82%. Because it's down 3.5%, but Bitcoin's down 5.2%. That's what I was talking about yesterday. I'm going to sneak in precious metals very quickly as gold is near 2,270 again, as it is on fire right now. Even though cryptocurrencies are falling, our precious metals are doing very well. First Majestic is up to $6.29, up another 1.13% today. Silver's up 3.04% to $25.84. SLVI Silver Trust, as you all know, I took out a $400 long call option on SLV to get up to the $28 level. And that's for the year 2025 in March, I believe. It's either January or March. So I took out a little bit of a call option there. It's up a little bit right now, about 25%. I haven't looked this morning, but being up to over 23.66, I bought it at like 21.80. So it's definitely up a little bit right now. But that's up 3.5%. You got silver up as a whole 3.04% to $25.84. Gold's up 0.75% to 2,268. B2 gold's up a little bit to 266. We bought at 244. I've got $4,200 on it at a it's about 6.2% dividend right now. Newmont mining I've got at $1,000. Well, 1,048 is what I put into it at $33.89. It's obviously up about $3 a share right now. First Majestic I bought $1,068 worth, and that was at $5.21. And yeah, so it's all looking pretty good right now. I'll sneakily keep an eye on all of that. So let me do my intro very quick. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. And please let me know what you think in the comments, not just about XRP or Bitcoin, but also about the precious metals, commodities, and what you think about what's happening in that sector. So without that being said, let me do the intro and finish this update. Good morning, 10:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Tuesday, April 2nd. 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So always good to do the blast from the past intro. As I said yesterday, DGB was about to get slaughtered after it went all the way up. The current market conditions, we talked about the head and shoulders that it sneakily put in. See, when they fill out the technical target and they break down that uptrend, you know it's a nice drop. We talked about yesterday. We had no back test here at 146. Although it was a beautiful, magnificent, all-inspiring effort of a 38 to 40% move by DGB when everything else was cracking. Unfortunately, the nuke that happened in crypto doesn't spare DGB. DGB oftentimes does this. It gets hot. When everything initially starts dumping, a lot of people like to throw the money into DGB. So head, should be creating a shoulder, possibly. But we broke down the parabolic uptrend. I marked at 183 very clearly for everybody so that they would know last night that if it broke that, look out below. Look out below. And it's not a bad thing. The beauty of it is when you watch stuff like this, DGB's down 11.4%. It's higher than it was yesterday. Even though it's down 11.3%. You know, it's nice to watch something when you're still up 150%. But with that being said, let's finish this appropriately. So XRP, real quickly to talk about this one more time. XRP in the short target, as we see, we've broken down this pattern. If this gets validated, technically, it's saying we could come down as far as 45.90. I think that would be quite difficult to achieve unless it's just a quick wick. As we know, this was a very, very sound pattern. That was our pivot point resistance at 64.2. And it was so very important for us at this community, even though we use other charts too, because this was the pivot area and we knew if this line right here kept being the resistance on that pivot point, it actually showed us a perfect reality. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, rejected, rejected. The only thing that it's teasing was this inverted head and shoulders, and we said we're going to be cautiously optimistic because even though it's showing that the bigger pattern is a head and shoulders pattern, so that inverted head and shoulders could be a fake out. And unfortunately right now, that's what it looks like it's starting to do. The good news is, though, is we have not invalidated the structure yet. We have not invalidated the inverted head and shoulders as of just yet. It's very close. We did come down to 577. But before everybody leaves, I just want you to pay attention to this chart. This will be your short term. This is how we've expanded right now. And we know the technical target right now. If this can't come back over 50 or 60 point, we'll call it 60.8 in future terms. If it can't come back over 60.8 cents, we're going to continue this drop and finish it. And it's going to call, it's going to end up being the culmination of a 12.6% drop. Now pay attention though. We could get hot here. XRP, if it does this properly, it's suggesting a reversal here. In the 2 hourly, there's a reversal in the long leg doji. We don't know if it's to come back up and get rejected here at 606, or if this is going to be the start of a new push past 606, get back on top of 62, and then start pushing out to that 65 or 66 cent top here before we can have a technical break up to 74.75. We don't know. So right now we can be cautiously optimistic that the pattern just expanded a little bit. No harm, no foul. Actually, with the way it's done, it is actually pretty beautiful. You went from support, actually, resistance, support, resistance. Now we've identified a new uptrending support. We could have speculated it went into expansion because that was our attempt of breaking out. Fell back through the expansion zone, created a wider support expansion. You got the resistance. This is looking pretty nice pattern-wise now. It actually formed a pattern for us, so now we can get rid of the mid-tier. This is what we're looking at here, folks. 60.8 cents is important because if you can't backtest that, you're got a problem. So you know what? I take that back. This is a very important spot. What am I doing? I'm going to take away that key information from everybody. I think you would like to know if it's going to break and get rejected. So if that gets rejected, it's going to break down here. If you get rejected here, if you don't break past, let's say, 609 and you lose the 58 cents, your next technical target is down here at 53 cents. So just pay attention to that. Just pay attention to that. And then I want to end this so I can put this update out, but I want to read this first. If you're looking to trade XRP in the USA especially, with no VPN and you're sick of all the high fees of Uphold, sick of all the instabilities of Kraken and Binance and Uphold and Coinbase and all of your main characters that are down during high times of volatility, I can tell you overnight Uphold went down again when I was looking. So that was about 2:45 a.m. So that's always a pain in the ass to see. So if you're sick of that and the fact that if I bought $1,000 worth of XRP right now in high times of volatility, it's a 53 XRP different, up from 49.5 last night, which means that it's costing you about 39 bucks right now in fees to buy in and out. That's almost 8% on a swing trade, even if you're up. So on BITUNIX, I got 53 more if I were to buy 1,000 XRP right now. So just consider that. Don't be a slave to the exchanges anymore and pay those extraordinary fees. We've got options, and you don't even need to do a KYC on BITUNIX if you don't want to, unless you're depositing from a bank and or debit card. If you're doing it from exchange to exchange on deposit and withdrawal, there is no KYC necessary. So pay attention to that. And if you appreciate my work, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join the over 21,200 subscribers. But also consider joining Tom's Army as it's the start of a new month, and or sending a YouTube super chat one time per month is a little token that I ask if you can, and if you've made something off of what I've done, or if you've learned and you appreciate what I do, and the fact you don't have paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships of any kind, and the fact that I just do the content and I'm not a paid shill. So I'm just giving you my personal opinion. I'm showing you what I do, because if I screw it up, my whole living is over. Because I don't go to a normal 9 to 5. I live off of my investing. I live off of my commodities and precious metals and cryptos and things that I buy in bear markets. And then I start to make money on it. So I've been very patient. Right now, the crypto sector is starting to rotate a little bit. But now precious metals is the next one up. And over the last about 7 to 8 days, I'm up about 900 bucks. So that's another nice week of work. But this time it came in the crypto variety, or the commodities variety. And that doesn't count the precious metals I bought. The precious metals I've been buying for years, I'm doing unbelievably well. My central bank is looking very nice that I've created for myself. So XRP skyrockets 80% in volume amid 400 million crypto bloodbath. And I'm trying to teach everybody to do exactly what I do, so you don't have to get up every day and go to work. I haven't got up and gone to work in over 4 years now. Since late 2020. In an extra volatile period on the crypto market, the trading volume of XRP, a popular cryptocurrency, surged by a staggering 80% within the past 24 hours, soaring to a value surpassing $4 billion. CoinGlass reports that derivatives alone accounted for $2.16 billion, while spot markets added an additional $1.9 billion, marking 55.4% increase from the previous day. Despite this substantial uptick, the token's market capitalization stands at $32.5 billion. translating to a trading volume to market cap ratio of 12.5%, signaling active but not extraordinary trading. However, this surge in XRP trading activity occurred amid what can only be described as a crypto bloodbath. Liquidation statistics revealed 400 million worth of positions forcibly closed. So in that move, the leverage traders just lost $400 million, with an overwhelming majority, 85.5%, being long positions or purchases. The XRP markets witnessed an even higher ratio, with 94% of liquidated futures positions represented long positions totaling 5.47 million. Hey, we've talked about how too many people are going long on leverage and you have to wipe them out. There's no two ways about it. And the only reason we even came up to wipe these longs out is because everybody went short initially, and right when it started going down, it popped back up, then everybody started grabbing longs. I keep telling everybody the last few days, it's a conflicting report right now with the technicals signaling a little bit of a bearish turn, and that's what happened. Now, it's conflicting again, because if we do break up, we grab some liquidity here to where we could have a small move, but if we get rejected, it's going to finish off what we initially seen for the technical drop. This dramatic increase in trading volume coincides with a sharp decline in XRP prices, triggering stop losses and margin calls that force buyers to hastily exit their position. Consequently, the trading volume of the token experienced a notable surge, reflective of heightened market activity and widespread sell-offs and liquidations. And this is what I talk about trying to leverage your tokens. I've talked about the last several days out for everybody watching, for everybody making trades and leverage trading, how it looks like it's an opportunity to go long. And I've been saying it's suggesting otherwise, that we were in a bearish proposition, because we could not break past that 62 cents or have a close over 62.5. And we were starting to fall out of a pattern that started in March of this year. Once that happened, we knew 53 cents is a target if it plays true. But right now, we have a problem. We need to get back above that 60. It's like 60.9 cents. If we don't get back above that, that's a signal for a further confirmation for the continued dump. That looks like a bear flag that's playing down right now. Just looking at this chart that they have, that looks like a bear flag that's playing down, and that's going to get us to 53 cents. It started at about 62 cents. The support of that bear flag, or the bottom of the flagpole, is right around 59 cents. I mean, it's all right there. While the surge in XRP trading volume is undeniably significant, it is essential to contextualize it within the broader crypto market landscape characterized by extreme volatility and significant loss. I need to release this. Please make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you appreciate the work. And if you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments, as this is a very, very, very important time to pay attention. As you heard just now, 95% of longs were just liquidated in XRP positions. Leverage.